Welcome to another episode of the Dietitian Stable. I'm your host, Joy, a registered dietitian, and today I'm sitting down with our returning guest, Bianca. Let's dive into it. Hi, Bianca.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
For our guest, Bianca was our second guest of the show. So if you want to go watch her episode, it's season 1, episode 2.
Seasoned veteran.
Yeah. And we were in the first studio, which was a conference room.
Right.
And now
this
you're
is gorgeous.
here.
Yes. I'm seeing the improvements.
Do you like it?
I do. It's very, very homey, very cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very different than sitting on a table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Bianca, you did mention last time, you are an actress, you work in entertainment. How's your life been since we last saw each other?
It's been going pretty good. I think I retained some of our last conversation and I've applied some of it and it's going good. I feel good. I feel better. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to check in and be like, well.
Okay. So for our longtime listeners, you may have seen Bianca in her first episode, but for the new listeners, we talked about iron deficiency.
Yes.
We talked about the constant food noise.
Yes.
We talked about the fact that you were feeling fatigued during the day.
Yeah.
And we also talked about caffeine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. That part I do remember.
So let's touch base and see a little bit, what you were able to implement since the last time we saw each other and how do you feel overall?
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, but we also had a question about gummies, multivitamin gummies, and if they work, if they're better than the pill. So I got some multivitamin gummies.
Okay.
I also got some iron gummies.
Good.
And the first couple days I was taking them together. And then I was also having my coffee immediately after. And I was like, wait, something's wrong here. And then it was like a flashback to you being like, well, actually, they cancel each other out. So don't do that. And I was like, oh no. So I think now I do my multivitamin and then I'll have my coffee. And then later on, I think after dinner, I'll have my iron one.
Perfect.
Is that good?
That's
Yes,
good.
yes, I'm doing it.
You space them out. You space the
Yes.
caffeine away from your iron because caffeine limits iron absorption, and also from the multivitamins because they tend to have calcium and
Oh.
so it worked out.
Yes. Okay, I will continue to do that. It's kind of hard to remember to do them at a separate time. And I don't want to set an alarm because I don't want it to be stressful for me, right? So I've been trying to do a routine where I remember them. So that's why I have it
Mm-hmm.
immediately after dinner. I'm like, ooh, my little...
So it's part of your routine now.
Yes. And I think in the morning, I take my multivitamin before I do my makeup and before I start the day, really, So that's been really good. And I don't feel a million times better, but I'm not as tired.
Okay, that's good.
And I feel like I don't get the stars when I sit up really fast or stand up really fast. Sorry. So that's been an improvement, I think.
That's a big improvement.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Woo.
Well,
Yeah.
first you were able to implement that in your routine, so you're not forgetting to take your pills.
Right.
And you're noticing that you're less tired. You have more energy.
Yes.
And you're not lightheaded anymore.
Yeah. Who would have
Good.
thought? Who would have thought? Not me.
Is there anything else that we talked about last time that you tried to add into your lifestyle?
I'm trying really hard to. I should have watched it. That's on me.
So we were talking about, the different sources of iron and how you can get iron into your diet. And we had this trick where if it's a plant-based iron, so it's, let's say it's vegetables, dark leafy vegetables, how we add some vitamin C, so squeezing lemon juice on top of your food to enhance the iron absorption. So I'm wondering if you tried that.
I don't think that I have, honestly. Okay. And I think what it is that I like spinach. I think I was telling you this before, whereas like raw spinach, like it feels weird on my teeth.
Yes.
And cooked spinach doesn't feel that way, but I'm really bad at remembering it's in my fridge. So it'll just go bad and it'll be like sad and wilted and I'll be like, I can't eat this. I'm so sorry. So I think that's my next step, trying to like incorporate more greens and whatnot, or just like more vegetables and fruits in general. I feel like I have them occasionally, but I'm like really picky about like my fruits and vegetables, like in the way that they need to be. You know, for fruits, they have to be like just ripe enough, and they have to be like crunchy, and they have to be cold, and they have to be cut.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds really frizzy now that I say it out loud.
Well, let's go back to the spinach.
Yes.
What do you feel about frozen spinach?
Oh, I don't think I've ever. Is there frozen spinach?
There is frozen spinach, and I use it a lot.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So you just buy frozen spinach. It doesn't go bad because it's in your freezer.
Right.
And then it's super easy to cook because you like it cooked anyway.
Yeah.
So you can easily cook it.
See, this is why you're a dietitian. Because I don't think I've ever thought about, and I think I don't like visit like the frozen food section often. I'll go there for ice cream. But that's about it.
Why not?
I'm a liar.
Why not?
I think what it is, when I was little, my parents were very much like, no frozen foods, nothing like processed. And it was just because like, you know, I guess they were parents, you know, they wanted the best for me, right?
Yeah.
So they were just like, you know, not into the whole, you know, frozen prepared foods. You know, we had bagel bites. I think that's about it.
Well, that is a great habit to have, you know, not to have anything that is prepackaged, already made. It has a lot of salt, a lot of sugar, a lot of fat, because it's very processed to be, you know. However, if you're just getting frozen fruits or frozen vegetables, so they're not transformed technically. They're just really frozen.
Yeah, okay.
So they maintain all their nutrients, their vitamins and minerals. And then they're very practical because you know that they're not going to go bad as fast as fresh ones.
Yeah. And I also, now that you say that, smoothies, right? Because that just like, that comes into mind. Now, my issue with me is I need to learn how to make a proper smoothie. I always make too much or too little, or they come out nasty. And I need to do research at this point because that sounds great. And I think it would be like better than trying to come up with like an entire meal that's centered around spinach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that would be fun.
You can put it in your smoothie if you like it, if you don't mind. But you did mention, in the smoothie it's gonna be mixed, so you're not gonna have that feeling.
Yes. See.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this immediately. As soon as I leave, frozen spinach in my bag. Yes.
And there are some recipes for cooked spinach that you can use that are super easy to make, like a spinach stew and stuff. So. Yeah.
Spinach stew.
And then top it with lemon juice. Amazing.
Yes, my lemons. I got to get those too.
That's the whole point. We need to add.
God, I'm too focused on the spinach. All right, we're adding the lemons. Is there anything else that has, you know, enough vitamin C?
Yes.
Oranges, right?
Yes, oranges, kiwis, even bell peppers. Bell peppers are a very good source of vitamin C.
Does it matter what color?
Mix the colors, so you get different phytonutrients.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you can mix the colors. Yeah.
The more you know.
What's been the most difficult for you the past year?
In food terms, right?
In terms of food, yeah, but I mean also, you know, your lifestyle.
I think the thing that I've noticed so far, or actually recently, is that I think I eat really fast without like meaning to. And I think we talked about like eating while like watching stuff and like, you know, I think we talked about that. But I'm actively trying to like slow down when I eat because I noticed that like I'm always like once I start eating, I'm always holding whatever I'm eating, and I don't like put it down. And I'm like trying to put it down now, and like I take my time to chew now. And before it would like kind of gross me out because I'd be like, oh my god, there's like mush in my mouth. But I'm like, no, like it's okay, it's okay. Like it'll feel better. And I think it's because I've been like my stomach has felt like weird lately. Like I haven't felt like sick, but I also haven't felt like normal. I'm like hyper aware like what my like stomach feels like, and sometimes I just feel like really full. And I think I'm either eating too much or eating too fast. So I'm trying to like figure out which one is which. Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we go into the stomach issues, for our listeners, if you're enjoying the conversation so far, make sure to like and subscribe, and it would really help us grow. And if you'd love to be a guest on the show, go to the dietitianstable.com/apply, and I would love to come talk to you about your nutrition journey. Okay. So we were talking about how you are having stomach issues right now recently. Has that been the past week, or has it been like a month?
Probably like a month.
And what do you feel? Because you said you're very aware of it.
Yeah. I think normally it's like a fullness that like just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like I truly feel like my stomach is like at capacity. Like I feel where it's at. You know what I mean? Like it's just I feel kind of crazy saying this now.
That's not crazy.
Oh,
you know?
Thank you.
And I'm wondering if it could be stress related. If recently you've
oh no. Okay.
If recently there are some changes happening in your life, or a higher stress, you know, as an actress, as you know, working as a person working in entertainment, you know, and you're on a high level of stress recently, that may affect your stomach and your digestion, and where you feel full even though you may not have eaten that much.
Yeah, you know, that makes sense. It's all coming
Is
together.
that correct?
I think so. I think so. Now that you mention it, yeah. And it's weird because like I don't feel it in my body. You know, I feel like in my head, like, oh, you know, I have this, and this to do. It's done. I'm going to get it done. Everything's okay. But maybe it just like manifests in my body.
Probably.
And I got to research how to take care of that because what am I going to do? Nothing, you know? So interesting.
There are so many different ways that you can manage that. And we can start by taking time for yourself, because yes, your job is very demanding. It can become very stressful, and it's selfless because you give so much, but also you need to take a step back and recharge your batteries, take care of yourself so that you can show up and be fully present and fully recharged and feel good.
That sounds like a good plan to me. I got to start. Yeah. No, yeah. And I think we're so used to being busy all the time. And me personally, if I'm not busy, I don't feel productive. And I feel like then, oh, like, what am I taking a break for? You know, I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
But I gotta not do that now. I gotta relax.
It's good not to be productive. You know, it's okay not to be productive every single time, every single day. It's okay to take a break and just do nothing.
Yeah.
So you can recharge, or do something that just makes you happy.
Yeah.
So that you can recharge and then work better and be even more productive when you are doing something, and when you are, you know, you have a task on hand, you'll at least feel more energetic and more present. Yeah. If that makes sense.
No, yes, it does. No, yes, it does.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really great point, because then, you know, when I don't feel 100% and I'm trying to do my stuff, and it's like, well, I'm worried about my stomach now and all these other things, you know, so I gotta relax.
But just the fact you've been doing so well, because just the fact that you're telling me that you are trying to take your time to chew well, to pause, to take your, to So this is a big improvement.
Really?
Yes.
I'm doing it.
You're doing
yes. Okay. Thank you.
It's a very small thing.
Yeah.
Maybe for you feel like it's okay, I'm just chewing well my food. But technically it's a big step because you're being more mindful about your food and your intake. And again, we have teeth, so we can chew our food before it gets to our stomach. It just helps your digestion better because the digestion does start in the mouth.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes. Okay.
You're doing it.
I am. Oh, I feel so healthy.
Has there been anything that's been a challenge for you since we last spoke?
I think trying to judge my portions and what I eat and like taking the time to like know if I'm full or not before I finish my plate. I grew up in a very, you're not standing up from this table until you finish all your food. So now I do that just every day unconsciously, even if it's too much, because I'll know it's too much because then after I'll be like, oh man, I don't feel so good. I got to walk around or something,
Yeah.
So I think learning what is a correct portion for me and like listening to like, well, how much do I feel like eating right now? Because I have like this like notion of, oh, my plate has to be full. But sometimes I don't feel like eating a lot. So now I have to be like, okay, well, I actually don't want a lot. What do I actually, maybe I only want like one piece of toast, maybe just 2 pieces of like eggs. You know what I mean? Like it's very, and it sounds like a simple thing to do. But I think when something's so ingrained in your brain, it just feels harder because you start to unconsciously do it,
I get it.
Yeah.
Especially, all of us, we grow up with this kind of food script. We hear our parents, we hear our family members talk about how we need to finish our plates and how we can't throw food away. And these just stick.
Yeah.
And even though you know that I'm full, I really can't finish my plate, something in your brain is just telling you to push through.
Exactly.
So it is hard, and I understand where you're coming from. And also portions are not rigid, right? Because it does change. Some days you may feel less hungry and you're just going to eat less, but then maybe the next day you're very hungry and you'll eat more than what your usual portion is. So it's good to check in with your body and really see how hungry you are. And maybe if you feel like you are used to finishing all your plates, maybe serving yourself a smaller portion at first and then seeing how you feel. And if you want to just get seconds, then you can do that.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that way you can really see how you feel.
Yeah.
And then it's okay if you want to have more.
Okay. I think something that I've also been trying is like actively using smaller plates. So I feel like it's full, even though the portions are smaller, So that way I'll like psych my brain out and be like, no, I finished everything. Everything's okay. I think it's working.
Okay, if it's working with you. But in general, do you feel like you're more in tune with your body?
Yeah. I think there's like a hyper awareness that I have now, that in feeling so worried about like my stomach and how I feel and not feeling 100%, that now I'm like, okay, well, this is not necessarily a problem, but something that I want to fix. So that way in the future, I feel good every single day.
Yeah.
Because sometimes and maybe now that you mentioned the stress, maybe that makes more sense to me, because it'll be like random, like it won't be like a certain food that triggers it. It won't be that I ate too much. Like it'll just like randomly come up, and the next day I'll be like, something's wrong,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just trying to get all my eggs in one basket, just trying to organize everything.
And also, be graceful for yourself and just take a step back, take your time, not just with food, but just with life in general. Find something that you enjoy doing just to relax, relieve the stress. Yeah, so that's also gonna help out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you relax, I feel like, me personally, for me to relax, I have to be doing something.
Okay.
Like stimulating.
Okay.
Like a puzzle or something like that.
That's fine.
is that like truly relaxing? You know what I mean? Like, is that like really turning my brain off? Like,
I love this question. So I think it really depends on each person, you know? So what I would do is I would just write a self-care list on your phone, on your calendar, your notebook, depending on whatever you use most.
Yeah.
I would just write everything that comes to mind that you enjoy doing. Puzzles, coloring, doodling, reading. So just write everything that you feel like is relaxing for you and then try it. And then see after doing a puzzle, yes, your brain is busy. It's still working and trying to figure out the pieces and putting stuff together. But sometimes it can be soothing because your brain is not thinking about a million things that you need to do. It's just focusing on the puzzle. So focusing on one task. And it can be relaxing for some people. So if you feel like this is something that I love doing puzzles. So if you feel like that's something that you like to do and that just brings you joy and comfort and have a cup of herbal tea and then doing your puzzle. And I sound like a grandma, but I love it.
No, they're so good. I do like, I got a canoodle recently.
Yes.
And do you know what it is?
No.
Okay.
Why did I say yes? I do not know what that is. I just got excited.
It's like this like portable puzzle, right? And it has like indents like on the thing, and it has like certain like shapes, and you kind of just like, you know, like put it, you could, I'm not explaining this very well.
So is it pieces that you move within the box?
Yes. And the goal is just to fill the box.
Yeah.
So they could all fit in there. There's no, because sometimes if a puzzle is too hard, I'll be like, this is actually impossible and there's no way to solve this and I can't do it. But like this box, knowing that they do all fit in there and they have before, it's like, okay, there is a solution. Let me not give up. And they come in like different colors too. And it's like small, so you could like carry it with you. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
I should try that.
No, they're great.
I'm going to try that.
No, yeah, please do. I'll write it down for you. But yeah, it's good. And I think it just takes you just enough time. And it's just enough of a challenge that you get like the, I don't know,
brain break.
Dopamine. I don't know. Like once you like solve it, you're like, oh, I'm so smart. You know what I mean?
It makes you feel good.
Yes. That's why I have it.
Yeah.
It's good.
And you feel better. You feel relaxed afterwards.
I do, I think. Because it's like, I did it. So now it's like a sense of accomplishment almost. Yeah. And then it's also like, you know, I truly did hone in on this like one thing. This is like the only thing I was worried about. And then I just feel better.
Good. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So just like write everything down, everything that comes to mind, just brainstorm your self-care list and then see what sticks, see what you like doing. Maybe you think that you think reading is going to be a great idea, but then if you read all day, it might not be great because you're not really giving your brain a break.
Yeah.
Right? So it really depends. And then you can try. And then sometimes when you want to take a break, but you don't really know what to do, you can just refer back to that list and say, okay, what looks good right now?
Yeah.
How much free time do I have to actually do those things, you know, and then see what you can just do.
Yeah. No, I think that would be super helpful because sometimes I'll have the free time and I'll sit there and I'll be like, well, what do I want to do? And then I won't come up with anything. I'll be like, well, I'm just going to go on my phone because I don't have anything else.
And that's like the default thing, right? Yeah. So that's why I like to have that list written because you, instead of thinking of what can I do, you can just look at the list and then see what sounds good at the time. Yeah.
I'm so excited for my list now.
I'm so excited for you.
Me too.
And I feel like you've accomplished so much this past year. I mean, we haven't seen each other since then and we didn't really talk about your progress, so it's been a while, but I just feel like you were able to take care of yourself, making sure you're taking your iron supplements because you are iron deficient. You were able to really think about spacing out your supplements and also knowing when to take your iron to maximize the absorption. We are working on getting that spinach in.
I'm getting there.
And just including more vitamin C rich foods in general to help with the iron absorption. And your energy levels are better. You're not lightheaded anymore.
No.
So it seems like you're keeping up with your hydration as well.
Yes.
Amazing.
I think that needs a little bit more work.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, because I'll have like my coffee and I'll be like, I drank something today, and then I'll be like, wait, I'm actually really thirsty right now. And I think, you know, once your body gets like the thirst response, it's already like dehydrated, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do get that. So I need to be proactive.
What you can do is drink a glass of water before you start your coffee.
Oh, okay.
That's what I try to do, because then if you're sitting down and you're sipping on your coffee, you're going to forget about the water that's next to your coffee. So just make sure you drink 1 or 2 glasses of water before, or as soon as you wake up, or before you start drinking coffee, just to make sure that you're getting water.
Okay.
Yeah, it does help.
Does the temperature of water really matter?
Not really.
Really? Okay.
Because they say drink warm water.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God.
We just want you to be hydrated.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
As long as you're drinking water, that's good.
Right. That's the goal here.
And you can choose the temperature that you prefer.
God. Because I like cold drinks. So
Yeah.
I have like cold water.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll do like, the room temperature. That's fine. But then I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh, like it's slowing down my digestion. Oh, no, so.
It's
Thank
fine.
God. Thank you. I'm scared.
Well, that was so nice to see you again, and then to catch up on everything. For our audience, you can find the video of this and every episode on our YouTube and Spotify channels. Please don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to be a guest on the show, go on the dietitianstable.com/apply, and I would love to come talk to you about your nutrition journey. Thank you again, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
The Dietitian's Table podcast is an independent production of the Dietitian's Table, LLC. Our co-founder and host is Joy Corey, MS, RD, CNSC. Our co-founder and CEO is Sam Sabaga. Our creative director and executive producer is me, Siri Khan. Content of the Dietitian's Table is for informational purposes only and is not intended as individual medical advice. For specific dietary or medical concerns, please reach out to your primary care provider.